Hey, what's up? Hello, this is Admin Cubana coming back at you with another episode of the Unladylike Lounge podcast. And today I am joined by our latest and greatest podcast co-host, Taylor Jordan. Taylor, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. It's your boy Taylor Jordan, Mr. Important, 100K pistol plate tech. Blah!
All right. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Brag a little bit. Don't get too in depth because let me tell you, I've got some spicy questions in the inbox. So
I'm with it. Let's get to it. Yeah, it's your boy. Like I said, I already introduced myself, self-proclaimed, but I don't care. But no, I'm CEO and I'm sitting president of Organic Vibes, entertainment record label, as well as we do a few other things in the business market as well. You know what I mean? But I sit behind the curtains because I'm still learning. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. So. All right. Bet. And this is not one of his products, by the way. I just wanted to piss a few people off who I know are watching. Shout out to everybody, though, who is showing some love and support for the two of us. Kicking it with Cubana and Tay. So thank you for coming through today, tomorrow, whenever you happen to be. See, I can't keep shit up there for nothing. I might as well just take everything down because
take it down.
Nobody can let me have shit around here.
Nothing.
So like I said, I have some spiciness in the questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm with it.
Is there anything that is off limits?
Keep pimping. Nah, ain't nothing off.
Oh Lord. Y'all already know how I get. He might not so much know, but he said nothing's off limits. Let's go. First off, how are you doing for real?
Man, I feel like that's a loaded question.
Because, I mean, it is. Not gonna lie.
At the end of the day, you know, motherfucker doing better. Currently at this moment in time, I went through a few things lately that, you know, are no different than anybody else's struggles in life, but at the same time, you know, I'm going through mine at the moment, and there's a few areas that I know that there could be some positive growth, and we'll just put it that way. So,
okay, all
realistically, I guess I'm doing better momentarily now, especially now, than I have been as of recent. So
perfect, and I love that level of self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Where you can openly admit, you know, I'm going through some things, but at the end of the day, you are coming out on the other side. So I respect that wholeheartedly. Next one. How's it feel to be the first honorary, because y'all already know we don't invite men into the actual lounge itself. But how's it feel to be the first honorary man of the lounge as our first official real deal Holyfield male co-host?
Oh man, co-host with the most. I'm just trying to do what I can from all perspectives. You know, I feel like from what I know about the lounge, from what I know about you, the relationship we have, the sentiments going back, I really feel like, you know, and as one person in the world, I'm not going to say his name, but he says I got too much estrogen. You know what I mean? But I feel like if anybody was going to be in this position, better me than your computer glitching. You know what I mean?
That is facts. That
real
is
shit.
Facts.
Yeah, man, it's been a long road, but I feel like we're here now.
That is for certain. And as somebody who has heard this estrogen narration, I can honestly say is I won't offend anybody who actually knows Cubana, but it's a light skin thing. We call it Drake syndrome. Drake syndrome. So shout out Drake if you're listening. Just know it's a thing. You've created a trend. You've created a monster, so to speak. What's the story? Girlfriend, wife, sneaky Lincoln, kids. Fill us in. Our audience wants to know.
No, currently, as they would say, single, ready to mingle. But no, I wouldn't even say ready to mingle because as of lately, I've done something for the first time in my life. You know, I'm not gonna say I bowed out or took a vote of silence or anything, but as I'm dealing with some, you know, sobrietal issues and things that, you know, I'm being victorious on, you know what I mean? I'm clean. I'm 40 some days clean now. So with that coupled with, you know, trying to make positive changes, I've made the decision to, you know what I mean, stay celibate for the moment.
Wow.
It's huge. You know what I mean? So I ain't never done no shit like that, but if I'm not thinking 100% on the things that I need to be concentrating on, then once again, I'm in this revolving door of kicking myself in the ass. I hit the biggest licks on myself. I'll tell you that in real life. So like, realistically, you know, I need to be concentrating on the right shit. So yeah, I'm single. I'm not really, I'm not looking to mingle, but if the opportunity presents itself for the position of a person that I feel like deserves that placement, then yeah, we could engage.
Right,
you know
right.
I mean?
For sure, for sure. All right, bet. You heard it here first, ladies. He's not really out there just slanging dang-a-lang, but if something should arise, he's not opposed. So, all right, bet. What has been going on in your life recently that you expected and didn't expect?
Well, for the A part of the question, what I did expect is not to be conceited or nothing, but like forward motion, progression.
Okay.
I've always been a person that's been dedicated to voicing, the right perspectives or voicing the way things should be or how most people probably understand something to a degree of certainty. I know that I've been right more times than not, but at the same time, it's like, how does a person so outwardly able to processize and prolificate the feelings of what a person should be doing if they're not winning in their own life and doing progression and staying positive. So therefore, I truthfully feel like the forward motion, the fact that I'm doing better for myself right now, realistically is no surprise. It's a surprise because of what I face, but it's not really a surprise because most people know that I'm going to stay with that motion. I'm going to always keep it going. So it's like that would be the one thing that isn't surprised. The surprising thing, if I'm going to keep it a buck, like hanging a deer, I mean, it's got to be this co-host, the situation, the opportunity that presented itself, the when you're not searching, you shall find, as they say, opportunities. And I'm with it. I ain't causing immunity. I ain't tapping out on this one. So I'm gonna see where it goes.
So far he's not tapping out. Wait till he gets to the good parts, ladies. Wait till he gets to the good parts. We'll see if he can tough it out. We'll see how long he can hang. Co-hosts tend to it's tough. It's tough. So we shall see.
I'm strong.
Strong. What is one rumor about yourself that you'd like to officially clear up? We know there's some out there.
So we gonna get unladylike. I guess I'm
get unladylike.
I guess we're getting unfellow-like too. I'm gonna keep it real as shit. If I really want to be honest, there's a let's just start like this. Okay, so there's a group of individuals that may call me something like, actually said we got Drake syndrome, but
Drake syndrome.
Some females like to think that I'm probably like something like a certified lover boy. They didn't say this to me, called me lover boy.
I want to know if he's.
It was my nickname, with a few different individuals. So after a sense of gas to my hot helium balloon of a head, once that motherfucker blew up, I was like, okay, so maybe you might just know how to do it right in the sheets. Maybe you really is making love to these women every time that you lay with them. So me being a very sexual person, even though I'm not right now, kill all them stories about Tay got this, Tay got that. The only thing I got is some motherfucking baggage in this foreign and the ambition to make more. I ain't got no letters and no boxes, no permanents, nothing. Man, stop playing on the kid name, because man, if I'm gonna get sentimental, then I'm gonna get sexual. And when I get sexual, I don't never want my name brought through the mud in that. And there's a lot of things I deal with the dailiness of being put through the mud, as I'm not this or that concerning me being a father or being a man or where I need to be in for my family. So I get the criticisms, but really they're like motivation. But if we're gonna keep shit right, stop lying on the kid, man. Just know that if you shared a moment with me, it was wonderful and you felt like the only woman in the world, because this lie of that I might have contracted this or that is so perpetually wrong that it almost saddens me, the individuals and women that I've shared time with that were propellants on this unfactual agenda of slander. You know what I mean? So stop putting my shit through the mud, man. If I want to slang ding-a-ling, I let it hang, and that's word to anybody that knows. I don't play. I got blows.
So it sounds like we just got some people who are upset they're no longer affiliated in that sense. adult sense.
And I can do nothing but 110% agree with that. And not only that, just say this: the people that talk shit about me to you would fuck with me and say fuck you if I gave them the opportunity. Think about that for 1 second. The people that talk to you bullshit about me would fuck with me and say fuck you if it meant me giving them an opportunity. And that's the real shit. So, maybe conceited, yes, maybe a little crazy, yes, but anybody to be a master of who they are has to understand where they are. And I know where I'm at. I don't dig holes, I dig a lot of them. So I've climbed out of a lot of them. Just know that. I reloaded like baked potatoes. I go shit, oh shit, like a-hole.
What do people misunderstand about you most?
The fact that they think that I'm still so attached to the streets that I haven't and I can't or I might never will make the corporate divide and step over. You know what I mean? Because everybody's trying to grow and do the right thing. And it's like sometimes you get hit with life's momentary circumstances, and you have to adapt. You have to get back in the trenches. You got to do things that you may not want to do, because at the end of the, it's not the goal at the end of the rainbow. It's the time, it's the trek, it's the journey. What makes you value when you get to the shit that you want and the things that become normal life that may seem at the moment so out of reach or so out of touch.
Okay. So basically, people just still thinking on you in past tense and just completely missing the point of the fact that you've grown, you've evolved, changed, things of that nature.
And that's not even, to some degree, I can't even be mad at them, because have I given an ample amount of time for them to judge my new actions and see if they outweigh or press against the precipice of the bad things I've done. You know what I mean?
Okay, again, there's that self-awareness. All right. Let's see. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Yo. I wish the niggas was here to give me a shot or something. So when I was a shorty, right, we used to play this game like hide and go fuck. You know what I mean? So it's crazy we on the Unladylike Lounge. You were asking me this question.
Lord.
Boy, we played this game and I ain't never get to go. You know what I mean? Shout out to my Nubian goddesses. I got, you know what I mean? It was hide and go fuck, and today was in my luck. You know what I mean?
I was not ready for that one.
And shorty, no paddle. She busted down right on the side of the canoe. Oh God! And I was probably like, I think I was 13. I had just lost my virginity and shit. So it was like this was my first real out in the open voyeur type of moment, and that shit was incredible.
I was not ready for that one. He might can hang on ladies. He might can hang.
Shit, I'm trying to.
We'll see. We'll see. Who are your best friends and why?
My biggest best friend is under the age of 10, and that's my son.
Okay.
Lil Tay, man, he don't play. Man, me and him be locked in for real. Like, it don't matter if you got a key, you ain't getting through this lock. Like, we got an unbreakable bond that's been very tested and tried early on in stages of his life. You know what I mean? Some from my end, some from other ends. It don't matter, but nonetheless, that's my superhero. So that's probably my biggest supporter. You, a huge supporter, hands down. Give the flowers so the session ain't sour.
Appreciate you.
Nah, she really, you really picked the motherfucker up and really helped him reevaluate, but then learn how to perfectly perpetuate the perfection of me in my life. And if I'm not doing good for me, how can I be doing good for my children? You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Not too many though. That's a small list. I need to get more positive influences in my life.
Positive.
And I love the opposite sex. We can be friends and talk. That don't mean we gotta fuck. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank
we can
you.
Be friends. We ain't gotta fuck. We can
please,
be friends, man.
Please. I want to put it out there for everybody watching, because I know there's some people watching who are not watching for the right reasons. Yeah. See, he's got squirrel brain. I know there are people watching who are not watching for the right reasons, and let it be known that just because two people can coexist can work together, can, you know what I'm saying, be friends. They don't have to be fucking. They don't have to be fucking. And first of all, whose business is any of it if two people are fucking? I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not saying that's the case. But mind your business. That's all I gotta say. Mind your business. Period. Anyways, he's back with his little drink. We good.
Shit.
I need to get my lemonade because it's hot than a bitch. I don't know why we tried doing this on the hottest day of the motherfucking summer.
You know what it is? OV on the glass. That's what we get to, man.
If you make custom glass art, holla at me. I want some unladylike merchandise. We've been trying to do that for some time, but y'all already know what the deal was. So on to our next question. What's your biggest failure and what did you learn from that experience?
My biggest failure wasn't being there for my son as much as I needed to. My biggest success, the things that a lot of people would know me for being a great person, is being a great father, but by my own accord, by my own measurement. Failed is a very close-ended adjective, a way to really simplify something, especially for the fact that once it's at that point, it's like you could never really turn it around. And I don't feel like that is the case.
No.
But at this moment in time, you know, by my own measurement scale, I had failed as a father. And it doesn't matter what was put in my way, the people, no matter how important or close to me and him they were, I still should have been his superhero and deflected more and more and more and made it even easier than I possibly could have. And, you know, if I don't understand that I can dig deeper and give him a more true love, then I guess I would have said I succeeded in this, in which I don't really feel like any father, no matter how good or great, feels like we succeed unless we see our children grow and we're there to make that quality time. So that's probably my biggest disappointment to date. I didn't fell off, got back on, fell off, got back on, fell off, got back on. I know the game like the back of my brain, and it's like I don't even know that. So realistically, what do I really know? Not a whole lot of shit, but I'm gonna try to continue to grow upon the fact that I can be a better father for him. And a lot of that has to do with me loving myself first, because how can I extend that love out to a child properly or in any way, shape, or form that I feel that the abundance of it should be or is worth if I don't love myself first? And it's a little selfish, it is, but I'm kind of in recovery, not for party, drugs, and wanting to hang out, more so for the simple fact that I'm recovering from emotional relationship pain. It's been 3 fucking years since I've been with my son's mama, but I'm still recovering from bullshit that I didn't, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know what I mean? You go through the cycles, but at the end of the day, I could be a better father. And so that's the one thing that I always strive to do better, you know what I mean? Because at this moment in time, I feel like I failed, and that's not a good feeling.
I mean, that's period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has room for improvement, no matter how good or horrible of a father they feel. There's always room for improvement, no matter what. And as you said, failure is not final. It is not final unless you allow yourself to just give up and stay in that situation. It's when you want to get up and keep it moving, keep it pushing, keep growing, keep learning, evolving. That's when it is not final. That is when you can actually do something about whatever situation it feels you need to improve upon. So I commend you for that. I really, really do. What is your proudest accomplishment?
As of recently, personally, for myself, I mean, I have different accolades as far as the music game is concerned, the things I've written, things I've helped produce, etc. But if we gonna get it funky, we gonna get it deep, and like I would say for that, the fact of understanding that becoming humble isn't for other people, it's for myself.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is my greatest accomplishment was to know that I don't, just because I'm full of myself, I don't have to stay that way. And you know what I mean? In order for me to properly judge the people around me, because we all profile, we all have our, our ideas of people on immediate impact through conversation, vernacular and verbiage used. Then we quantitatively and systematically in our heads, whether consciously or subconsciously, do shit by like a bar chart or like a weigh the pros and cons, the opportunities over the risks. And it's like, I've understood that the biggest opportunity is one that a person can give themselves. And if able to continue to do that, then, you know what I mean, I should continue shocking myself and being very proud of the accomplishment that I can step aside and still live wonderfully, think wonderfully, because mental health is just as important as any other type of health. So, yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
I know that's right. And especially, I want to put it out there. You know, we've done episodes on it. We've talked about it here and there on other episodes that we're not focused on it. But men's mental health is so important as well. Men, fellas, kings, please open up and talk. If you're not going to talk to a professional, talk to the people who love you, who you love, that you trust. If you don't have anybody like that in your life, reach out to my inbox. Everything is private, will stay private. Please, you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be uplifted. You deserve to be empowered. You do not deserve to be feeling alone in your struggles. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you are not struggling, because everybody does. Yeah. Everybody, especially our kings. So, boom. So on to our next one. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
Being a wonderful father.
All right. Period. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten?
You want to know what's crazy about this? A lot of people would answer the question in a way where it lets you know something that they're actually proud about that someone else complimented them on, so it went right along with their personal beliefs of themselves, which is self-empowerment, which is self projection, and it could be done in a positive sense as well. It doesn't have to carry that negative connotation. But this gonna be crazy because everybody know me as a shoe guy now. I'm a connoisseur when it comes to this. And one day I was having a mad bad day, right? I was actually in New York. I got me an Aki and I was chilling. I had a terrible fucking day. I'm talking about everything, like the fucking train I missed. I checked out of my hotel late. Then valets claimed they couldn't find my car. There was a whole laundry list of fucking bullshit I dealt with, right? So I got to buy this little bodega or whatever. Real smooth joint. You know what I mean? Cop the Aki or whatever. I think I might have got like a lemonade or whatever. And then I walk outside. I'm standing in the front. Start to drizzle. I'm like, God damn, it's raining now. I'm in white. It was just everything was becoming a worse thing because I couldn't see the positivity in nothing. I felt so bummy and dingy, whatever. But I had on these just like a white pair of jeans and a white tee, but I had on these anniversary 11 retro Jordans. And this total white lady, I'm talking like, I'm mixed, I'm Sicilian and African American, you know what I mean? But this complete carcass, like Caucasian woman, she out of nowhere, I'm talking about library, probably teaches at the Ivy League school or some shit, you know, up in Boston, might be at fucking Harvard or some type of shit. I don't even know. I can only speculate, but out of nowhere, she goes, yo, your retro 11 Annies are dope. And I looked up and I was like, it's one thing for a person to understand, like a girl for them to understand the shoe you got on or what's the actual joint called. But when Shorty said your retro 11 Annie's, like Annie's short for anniversary in the sneaker world, and people know that shit. So it's like when she said that, and she looking like a librarian, like she ain't never even smoked a piff.
Damn.
She said that shit, and that was the craziest compliment I've ever got. It's one of the most simple. It's just, hey, I like your shoes, essentially. But the way she had the New York flavor, right? So the way she went about it just caught me so far off guard. Low key, the rest of that day was a bomb ass day too. It'll help turn my whole everything around. So my greatest compliment, man, is a shoe.
Shout out librarian.
Hey, shout out to her. Oh God, listening. Oh God, she was outside motherfucking Brooklyn, man. Shit.
All right. Let's see. What's an insult you've received that you're proud of?
He thinks he's better than everybody. The reason why I say that is because if we're all going to admit to it, we're all a little narcissistic in shape and form, because if we didn't care about ourselves to want to move forward, then we would just be martyrs and the world would never get anywhere. So it's okay to be honest in saying that we all kind of systematically think about ourselves first. It's okay to be selfish, especially if you want to do for you so you can do for others. So people always say, I think I'm at a certain level, or he talks about people from the basement, he from the attic. That's because I've reached a pinnacle point in my life a long time ago where I realized I don't deserve to be in the same environments as certain people, and I don't think that they should be around me. And what I mean by that is totally non-prolific as far as the profiling of a person, a race, shape, thing, whatever. Nothing like that. It's simply because I do better, I think better, I'm always in competition with, therefore, some people don't, you move to certain levels, just because you in the streets don't mean you in the streets. You could be a sidewalk executive, you know what I mean? So I've always felt like certain people wasn't supposed to be around me, and I think that might have gave myself a complex, and I think, you know what I mean, a lot of people have noticed it, which I'm trying to work on self-growth too, but at the same time, fuck you, because I think I'm better, and I think I'm better. That's maybe you should wonder why yourself don't think that you're better than me, to the point that you don't even have to talk to me. Think about that. It's okay to be insulting. It's another thing just to not engage with you at all, because I know it's not conducive to any type of progression at all. So therefore, I'm gonna let y'all keep the motherfucking the gastro intake and the release of motherfucking shit into your blood to make y'all feel real fucked up. That's cool, but I don't want to raise my cortisol motherfucking measurements and content. Therefore, I stay out the way. So the most insulting thing that I'm proud of is he thinks he's better than everybody.
Don't test his estrogen.
Yeah.
All right. How would your parents describe you?
Rest in peace to my pops. He'll tell you that I'm a greedy, keeping up with the Joneses ass motherfucker.
Okay.
He's always trying to keep up with the Jones. Take your ass outside, boy. You know what I mean? He always do his shit. Yeah, I love Pops to death. Got him on my chest. Rest in peace to him. Praise of the Most High. I can't even get into my mama like that, but I'll get into my mama like that. My mama, you know, she got her way of seeing certain things. So,
okay,
what she would think about me is, truthfully, that I'm probably the biggest disappointment, because I should have did so much more by this date, you know what I mean, life, which is low key kind of true. She probably, but yeah, my mom thinks I'm a pretty big disappointment, but that's cool, because mama's got standards for me, so I guess I gotta reach them heights, you know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Everybody's got that one parent where we just can't fucking quite. I feel that. If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Don't change shit that you thought you was gonna do, so just do it. The reason why is because I wouldn't relive anything different. There's a lot of things that I didn't like the way they played out, but I just if I really want to be honest, I found a lot of ways to not do shit. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, it sucks, but I found a lot of ways in which to get the results I want. It wasn't the way that I set out for it. You know what I mean? And if I'm gonna be honest, like that's gotta be it, because like, if you set out to do something a certain way, or you preach about it, and then you don't do it, and time again, you fuck yourself. Like, really, how could you, you know what I mean, have any other willingness to understand what other people would think about, or can be concerned about, or even yourself at that matter, for anything, if you don't put you in a position, you know what I mean? So I don't even know if I can answer that question to be 100 all the way. I don't know.
Tell me about the 3 most influential people in your life and how they impacted you.
That's crazy. My pops, 100%. My mother too. I mean, she influenced the fuck out of me in a whole different way. You know what I mean? So whether good or bad, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Motherfucker helped me grow in areas that maybe I might not have seen the growth, because at 34, you know what I mean, I wouldn't change nothing.
Ooh, you old little bitch.
I am kind of old, but at 34, I wouldn't change nothing, because it's like, some people never to a point in their life where they reach self-actualization, and I've reached that point. You know what I mean? I am reaching that point. Therefore, You know what I mean? I feel like instead of having a midlife crisis, I probably had about 3-4 of them by now. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I'm ready to weather the storm, so I just wouldn't change nothing or anything. You know what I mean? So,
no, for sure. Okay, that was 2. I said 3.
Well, I'm gonna say a 3 and a 4. 3, which probably is more like a 1. My son, you know what I mean? 100%. He be cheering, you know what I mean? But the community, the people around me that really care, that stand the test of time. Because I know it's not easy being Tay friend, especially when I get in my modes. You can't tell me a maggot ass thing. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Sip for that. You can't tell me a maggot ass thing. Mississippi, what up, all my niggas, real shit. But yeah, man. The community for sure. The people around me, coupled with my son and the views on which I can't live a certain way now because I have a child. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had to give you 4. You only asked for 3. So
Nah, that's shit. Anything goes in the lounge. Almost anything. Almost anything goes in the lounge. All right. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would you choose?
Martin Luther King. Oh, damn. I'm finna talk to him, man.
All right.
I got to know, how were you able to speak to them type of people and hold their feelings and everything utopic about them at the moment, because it was just perfect. The way you did that, you had a wonderful gift. And if I could buy a motherfucker breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just 24 hours. Take shots of epinephrine to stay awake or some shit. You know what I mean? But I got to learn as much as I can from the king. That's real shit.
Right. Like, because I would have been Malcolm. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I would have been Malcolm. But like, Martin, how'd you stay peaceful? Because I'd have had that chair. Yeah. I'd have been ready.
I'd have stayed peaceful, boy.
No, I got to know. What was the secret? What was in that dream? What was your favorite
Get stuff? Your ass out of here. I'm going to say, what was in that dream?
What was in that dream? What was your favorite subject in school?
Math, always. Math, always.
You can't be my co-host no more.
Math, always. I mean, a lot of people know that I'm a scholar, you know what I mean? I went to college for 9.5 years, master's degree, you know what I mean? Master's in business administration with a double minor in accounting and then international political and regulatory commission. So I know what the fuck is up when it comes to the financial market, but I ain't never financially made the right decisions for myself. So who am I to talk about?
No, I wasn't laughing at the whole that. As soon as you said, for some reason, I don't know why this happened, but as soon as you said I went to school for 9 years, my brain went, so did Chris Farley and Tommy Boy.
Yo ass stupid as hell. Hell no, you trying to go on me. Right.
No, my brain did it. I wasn't trying. You already know.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Chris, sorry, Chris. No, but I mean, R.I.P. to Chris Farley. Go status. Wisconsin, man. Period. What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your role, business, project right now, and how are you tackling it?
Recruiting the right talent, the right people that I want around me to help perpetuate this positivity, man. So taking all types of tolls, anybody that's trying to hop in. And any of y'all that do music, you know what I mean, submit your work and shit because we'll check it out for sure. You know what I mean? I'll take the time personally to do that because I'm looking for talent right now and I'm trying to recruit, you know what I mean, to create a team like the Tank, like No Limit. And anybody that knows when it comes to this music, you know, I can sing, I can rap, I flow around niggas easy. I do this shit early because at the nighttime, shit can get spooky. You know what I mean?
Especially
shit can get spooky. So shit, yeah, I'm trying to recruit talent right now, man. So if you got that higher level rap, you know what I mean, you got that consistent basis of truth and valor, man. Yeah, I'm trying to build a Tank. So let's get it, No Limit.
Right, bet. What is the most important lesson you've learned over your career? Don't get us sued.
Yeah. There was a situation, man, I can't even, like the statute limitations or whatever, I can't really get into that. But
there was this one thing
Yeah.
in this one place
Yeah.
that was bogus.
Bogus.
And we can't talk about it. But they was bogus.
Yeah.
And then they was bogus to me because they was listening on Facebook. They was bogus to me. They took my videos down.
Motherfuckers hate the kid. I don't know why they hate me so bad because I really, man, the greatest dream I've never sold the person is one that they sold themselves. You know what I mean? So stop being a hater, man. Let's talk. Let's move on. If you want to be intimate, let's see if we can pencil things in. I don't know, but besides that, get off that hater ass shit. Get off that hater ass shit, please.
Stop making me guilty by association. I don't even like him. That goes to the haters too. No, I don't.
They all like.
No, I don't. Who has been your most important professional mentor?
Oh. Shit, I don't know because I feel like, man, I mean, I got a couple of people maybe I could say, but like, my greatest mentor has been myself, to be honest. So I hate to be conceited and take that route, but
he does not hate to be conceited. Do not let him fool you with his light-skinned ass.
Myself, shit, and that's the greatest mentor I've ever had.
Light-skinned self.
Submissive to me. You heard that? You ain't never heard a motherfucker say that. Submissive to me, for me.
Shut up. Oh my gosh. Next question. Did you always want to be a musician?
Always.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Were you ever in choir?
Yes, I was.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
At the one place? We won't say the name.
Lots of places, shit. But yeah, I was in choir until I was in like 10th grade. I was a soprano, and then I was an alto in 11th grade, and then I quit singing my senior year of high school. So.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. What's one thing about your job field of expertise that almost no one agrees with you about?
How good my dick is. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, man. No, I don't know. Let me turn the question around and ask you, what do you think is for me?
What do I think people don't agree with you about?
Yeah.
Okay, so
then let me answer it that way.
Okay.
Turn that around.
Okay. This is a question I actually asked you the other day.
I know.
Lyrically, not punchlines, just bar for bar, Jada is better than Wayne. But hear me out.
The story he tells at time, yeah.
But here's the
Wayne is the one.
Wayne, okay, no.
Wayne
nobody's out. Nobody's saying Wayne is not a GOAT. Okay, here's why. And essentially, it's kind of apples to oranges. It is kind of apples to oranges.
I just put that in a song I made the other day too. I was like apples to oranges, but I graped out the foreign.
Shut the fuck up. So, anyways, Wayne has come out with like mixtape after mixtape after like he's so consistent.
God.
Jada has more and bigger gaps in between his projects. Yeah. Imagine if he dropped as much as Wayne.
Yeah,
and Wayne
has. I'm
not done.
That's
I'm not done.
You gotta go off of what's here.
Right. Facts. That's why I said
if you're a real nigga, you will always sell. Jada's a real nigga.
Lyrics, and that's why
he's top two.
That's why I'm
Wayne for me.
But I'm saying that's why I'm saying lyrically we're going bar for bar, and we're not going like
I don't know. Wayne has said some out of this world shit that he changed the game forever for us to even notice and appreciate these other types of like Jada's and other people, like because a lot of people, if you're not from the boroughs, if you ain't from like New York or that area, you don't really even probably know who Jada is even at this point, to the point of understanding.
That's why I said it's like apples to oranges, because Jada is more like he's got that New York, sauce.
That's where my rap came from.
And
shout out the boroughs.
It's a whole different style than what Wayne will do. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't, like I couldn't see them in a versus, even though they are top 2. I could not see them in a versus. You
That's
feel
crazy.
me?
That's Dipset did it with Jada. That's crazy. But anyways, I mean, I'm a Dipset fan too. 40 Cal, hell, all that. But y'all was never ever Jewels. Y'all was never touching Jada in the live.
No,
not
absolutely not ever. Never.
Let's just be clear. Jada is a sidewalk executive. Boy, that nigga is a monster. But yeah. So shit, that's how they roll for sure.
What's your favorite productivity hack for entrepreneurs? I hate this question, by the way. This is one that I found online. I don't believe that there are hacks to productivity.
Yeah, there is.
I mean,
you got to delegate the task out so the boss can do other shit. You know what I mean?
But see, I don't like that. I
don't like delegating either because that means I got to trust other people to get the job done.
Thank you. And the way I want it done. Exactly. That's why I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it my motherfucking self. Yeah. Like that's just how I am.
You know what? Sure.
Like if you want it done right, you got to do it your motherfucking self. So that's why so your favorite productivity hack is to outsource?
Yeah, 100%.
I guess. What are 3 books you'd recommend to my audience and why?
Easy. 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction. And then if you read the other parts of the series by Robert Greene, the last book, The Mastery, is serious. But yeah, the 48 moves for power. And then The Art of Seduction. And then The Mastery. The Mastery is crazy. I actually got The Art of Seduction back there in my material and shit what I was reading on. But like Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power, like you gotta understand systematically the way things work and the way that you talk about them. You know, with The Art of Seduction is crazy. And then there's like a few other books you got to read, like Laws of Human Nature, The 33 Strategies of War. You know what I mean? There's a 50th Law that he wrote a book with 50 Cent Jackson. You know what I mean?
Shout out Curtis.
Yeah, 50th Law. So yeah, man, 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, and then Mastery. Hopefully if you've read Mastery, then that means you've read everything in between. So.
Right. What are 3 movies you'd recommend?
Woo! Crazy. I love movies. Y'all know I love movies. Paid in Full. Belly.
Fuck you, Tommy.
And Scarface, for real. I like movies like that. Like I'm a real
question.
I'm a gangster from that, born in the late 80s. You know what I mean?
Late 80s.
I'm an 80s baby, yeah.
Now I just went off on a Dave East tangent. So anyways, opinion time tangent.
All right.
Did Belly 2 live up to
Belly? Hell no.
Thank you. Thank you. As soon as I couldn't get through the first 10 minutes because Game was just so horrible. I could not.
That shit was
Game,
trash.
if you're listening, baby.
I'm sorry, but that shit was trash. Regular Belly.
R.I.P. X. R.I.P. X.
Belly was that shit.
For real. Where can people go to learn more about you?
Obviously, you can hit any one of my social media handles, but I'm not a hard person to reach. I reply to all my fan mail, everything I want. There'll come a time in the day where I won't be able to, respond or say things to certain people, just that with that elevation of life. But reach out to me, reach out to me, private message me, you know what I mean, and get a hold of me. We can have a conversation. I love to have intellectual conversations, so for sure. Substance-based. Reach out to me directly is what I'm saying. Taylor Jordan, Mr. Important, you know what I mean? Taylor Johnson on Facebook and shit. So Tay Jordan 5 on Snapchat. Taylor Jordan 608 on Instagram. So.
Anyway.
Boom!
What can people expect from you next?
More progression, baby. Woo! It's about to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to get real spooky coming here in the near future. So, I just, I'm doing things the right way now. So it's going, all I can do is fuck myself over at this point. But more than anything, if y'all trying to get to it, if y'all trying to spend that 100, Come through, meet and greet, Montana 300. We finna do that thing. We co-hosting the show on October 16th, y'all.
Unladylike in the building with OV.
Can't stop. It's your boy OV, capital Mr. Tailor Jordan and Mr. Important. You know
Cubana.
100K pistol play tape, and that was the introduction to me. It's nice when y'all listen, feel comfortably. We unlock all the doors, we got all the keys. But you don't play the game, you better pray to Cubana on your knees. Now she done brought in one of the greatest and the most hated, but we gonna get to it. We gonna let it implode and explode because I'm gonna shake it up and whip up some gumbo. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, well,
I'm hungry.
Praying to me on their knees and gumbo sound really damn good right now. I'm just saying, I got gumbo in the kitchen, so
straight up. That's why I said that shit. Fat, hungry ass dude.
He said, "Man, I wasn't even done either." Anyways, we gonna hurry up, get through these last. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote, yeah. So there's this movie called The Big Short. It's about stocks and shit. In the opening scene of the movie, it says on the screen, it's funny how the things are for sure, and we know them to be true, but it's crazy how we lose from the things that we're so uncertain of that just weren't true. And I heard that shit, I was like, damn, the things you're so most certain are true when they turn out to not be. That's the worst feeling in the world. So
swear to God.
Yeah.
Swear to God. All right, 2 questions. How can our listeners support you and your work?
By supporting you, shit. Nah, for real. That
I know that's right though, too, though.
Hey, nah,
that's right
real
though,
shit.
too.
But right now, man, just be open, ladies, you know what I mean, to a more on-campus man's opinion about some things, you know what I mean? Because I keep it real funky. And more so than anything, yeah, by supporting her, you'll support us, you know what I mean? And any other way, yes, I have merchandise on the way and shit. We'll get some t-shirts and shit made and shit. So just support in all types of ways that you can, because put the money into your community. Don't pay for the community. Buy it back. You know what I mean?
Buy back the block.
Yeah.
Support the Unladylike Lounge. Support OV. Support Dingy Gang. DGE. Yes.
OV.
And what is one final thought that you want to leave our listeners with?
I ain't leaving y'all know with shit because I'm stuck here for the long haul. I'm in the win, but lead us last thought. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of us got to look more within. A lot of us got to pay more attention. You know what I mean? To really asking ourselves what we can do better to like help, you know, perpetuate positivity and shit. So it's like by being able to point out your own inadequacies, it raises a character trait called humility. And I feel that if we don't have humility for ourselves, then we're not really gaining no wealth. So everybody do something for themselves without having any negative connotations. Do something good for yourself and fall back in love with yourself so that hopefully someday you can find somebody else to share that love with. You know what I mean?
Yes. Do that. That's law. All right, y'all. As y'all know, to our ladies, gentlemen, unladies alike, I love you motherfuckers fiercely.